Hey cookie creators and lovers alike, I'm Gabby. What's Easter without Easter eggs? So today on the Cool Cookie Show, we're making 3 Easter characters in the shape of eggs. For our little chickadee egg, I'm going to start by flooding the entire base of the cookie in a buttery yellow. For my piping consistency icing, I'll be using a No. 1 Ateco Tip, and for my 15-second consistency flooding icing, I'm using a No. 5 Wilton Tip. Now we'll let this layer dry for 6 to 12 hours before we give this little chickadee his wings. This little chickadee egg is all done. For our egg-shaped Easter bunny, I'm going to start by flooding the entire surface of the cookie in a turquoise. For my piping consistency icing, I'll be using a No. 1 Ateco Tip, and for my 15-second consistency flooding icing, I'll be using a squeeze bottle close to the size of a No. 3 Wilton Tip. Now we'll let this cookie dry for 6 to 12 hours before we go in and add the detail that will bring our bunny to life. We'll let this flooding dry for about 20 minutes to an hour before we go in and add the outer part of the ears. This bunny's all done and ready for the egg hunt. For our Easter basket, I'm going to start by flooding the entire surface of the cookie in a white. For my piping consistency icing, I'll be using a No. 1 Ateco tip. And for my 15-second consistency flooding icing, I'll be using a squeeze tube with the same size hole as roughly a No. 3 Wilton tip. Let this cookie dry for 6 to 12 hours before we go in with the detail. Now we'll let these eggs dry for about 20 minutes to an hour before we go in and flood the final 2. Now we'll let this piping dry for about 20 minutes to an hour before we go in and add the final little detail to our eggs. Now that all the base elements have dried on our cookie, I'm going to use a royal icing bow I made earlier and adhere it to the top of the basket. This basket's all done and ready to hold our Easter treats. What do you think of these egg-shaped cookies? Have you ever used the egg shape to create different patterns? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. For more cookie fun, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified every time I upload a new video. In the meantime, here are a couple other videos you may enjoy. Thanks so much for watching the Cool Cookie Show. Till next time, stay sweet.